When I was a child, there was a game we used to play called musical chairs. It was a game that we played at parties, and I'm sure you played it too. Kids will gather at parties and then they'd arrange chairs in a circle. So if there were like maybe 10 children, there's going to be 9 chairs, and then intermittently the music will stop, and all the children will struggle to get a seat, and the child that doesn't get a seat is out, and then they reduce the chair by 1. So there's always going to be less chairs than people, so that you can eliminate people as the game goes on, and then the last person that is seated wins the game. Now, life is going to be like that. You're going to have periods in your life whereby you're wealthy and you're prosperous, and if you invest that money, you can be prosperous throughout your life. And when you have challenges in life, your wealth is going to be your chair. And so you've got families, you've got your parents, you've got your siblings. If they don't have their own chair, they're going to struggle to sit on your own chair. Because if you remember that game of musical chairs, every child, sometimes, there will be some controversy who owns a chair, because, 2 children are sitting on a chair, and then an adult will have to come and say, okay, you know what, you got on the chair first, or maybe you occupy more space. That's how it's going to be in life. Your family are going to struggle to sit on your own chair if they don't have enough. So the way to solve that solution is just like the secret to solving the problems you have with a musical chair. If there are enough chairs for every child, there's going to be no struggle. The struggle only happens because there is one chair less than children. So there are always fewer chairs than there are children. So the same thing is going to happen in your family life. If you don't have enough wealth, people are going to struggle to sit on your own chair. So what you have to do to secure yourself, now don't do this just for your family, do it for a selfish reason. What you have to do to secure your own wealth is that you have to help your own family get their own wealth, so that when the music stops and then there is poverty all around, they don't struggle to sit on your own wealth, because everybody is going to experience famine at one point in their life. So we have to be careful about that. Abraham had a famine, Isaac had a famine, Jacob had a famine, and this says father, son, and grandchild. So it's going to happen to you. So when you have money and you have established yourself, the next thing you want to do, establish your family. If they come, I'll give you an example. I had a family member come to me August last year. They wanted some money, and I think it was just for a frivolous reason, and I had the money, and I said, okay, you know what, I'll give you the money. The money was about $1,000, but I also told her that, you know what, I'm going to show you something. And right there and then, I brought out an app called Webull, and I bought a stock called NVIDIA. So I think I bought about 3 of those stocks. So altogether, it cost me about $1,200. Now, fast forward to May. This is last month, and then I showed my relative. I said, look at how much that stock is worth now. Those stocks, I bought them, each was about $435. Right now, each of those stocks is worth about $1,130. So altogether, I have about $3,300. So the stock has multiplied by 3. And so when I told her that, she was like, the money she used it to buy, I think it was anyway, I don't want to embarrass her. And I told her, okay, you know what, here's some more money. I want you to buy this NVIDIA stock. And she told me, but you know what, it's already too late. The stock has already gone. I said, no, that's what you think. If I had told you this, in August, when I give you the money, if I told you not to spend that money, but to put it in NVIDIA stock, you would have told me, oh, no, it's already too late. It always looks too late. People have a tendency to underestimate what they can achieve in the immediate, and that's why they don't want to invest. But if you show them the big picture, if you show them how things are going to be like in 6 months' time, in a year's time, then they see the big picture, they're willing to invest. You've got to do that for your family, each and every member of your family, even your parents, because sometimes you grow wiser than your parents, and then your siblings. Tell them, look, invest in the S&P 500, invest in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, invest in the NASDAQ, invest in this stock, invest in the Magnificent 7. Also, there are some stable cryptos, Bitcoin, Chainlink, Bitcoin Cash, BNB, Ripple, Solana. Invest in those cryptocurrencies. Look at how much money I've made. When they begin to have their own nest egg, when famine comes and the music stops and there's no more prosperity, they will sit on their own wealth. They're not going to come and sit on your own wealth. And that's how you secure your wealth, and that's how you create peace for yourself, because your family has peace. Now, if you watch this, you got questions arising from this, and you want to know about these investments, very simple. Subscribe to me on the X platform. Go and look at the testimonials. I have the most X subscribers of anybody in Africa, bar none. I was named as the most influential business person in Africa on the internet by Business Insider. You guys know Business Insider. They are not a frivolous magazine. I schooled in England. I've got a master's in international banking and finance law. I can help you build generational wealth, family wealth. Subscribe to me on X. This is Reno Omokri, the Apostle of Prosperity. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world, the large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is